righty, all righty. All right, where are we? Where are we? Where are we going? Uh-oh. Haven't done this yet, have I? Let's do this real quick. Watch this. Got to put my passwords in. Someone's in a good mood tonight. Hey, Phil, how are you doing today? All right, while we're waiting for that to load up, let's see who's in the house. Who's in the house? Who do we have over here? Over here we have Doug. What's happening, Doug? Mark, how are you doing today? Nobody there. Okay, what do we have down here? Daniel, what's happening, Daniel? Good evening. Michael Corey, what's happening? Good luck to the Irish to you. Okay, who do we have over here? Go to that back to the beginning. We have Chad, Len, Payush, Dr. Darrell, what's happening? Utilico, Francisco, Michael, KK, KD, Ro the Il Libato? Is that right? Libato, okay. Francisco, what's happening? KK, Michael, Chris Browning, Journey fan, okay. Pikachu, okay. James, Gar, what's happening? Side Hustle, Gary, Paul, Randy's in the house, woohoo, Todd, Side Hustle, greetings. Great, who do we have over here? Over here, Gina Dan, King Tut, Ricky Lee, Eddie Rodriguez, Ken, Jerry, Vinny, Universal, okay, KD, Chris, Despajak, Esoral, Niculator, Brad, and Nietzsche, that right? Okay, C. Nietzsche, L, Deeply Greenly, okay, Susan, hello, Susan, Chill B, Brandy, good evening, Niculator, Truck, Phil, someone's in a good mood, yep, Kit Kat, Forrest, Payush, Norman, Scott Wellington, is that right? Oh, wow. Okay, here we go. Norman, Miles, Mark, Metric Sparrow wants to take a look at NFE. I have no idea what that is, but we'll take a look at it. Bow Hunter, Joel, Tony, Eddie, Ishmael Moore, Cam, GD, Nicholas, Robert. Alrighty. All right, so, Hayat. What's happening, Hayat? And Zomig. Okay, good evening. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't be starting that crap with me. I don't do politics and I don't do religion. So really don't care what you do. Just don't bring it here. That's it. You do what you do, but leave it at home. No desire to hear it. No desire to see it. Eddie, Tony. All right, Metric wants to take a look at NFE. Before we get started with that, first introductions are in line, I think. No, what do they call that? Hospitality? No. Niceties? No. There's another good term for it. Who do we have over here? Durango, Luke, and Anazilla, and Anthony Lewis. Good evening. All right. That being said, Rich, we'll take a look at that one also. Side Hustle, how you doing? All right. So, good evening, everyone. My name is James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. Now, the 10-Minute Trader is basically a trading strategy that I created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. She said to me one day, "Daddy, what are you doing? Can you teach me?" That's what she said to me. Can you teach me? All right, so I'm supposed to teach a 9-year-old how to invest in the stock market when most adults don't get it. Most adults want to stay away from it. They're just confused by it. Okay, fine. Not a big deal. So, for my 9-year-old, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. That was for my 9-year-old. Now, for you guys, a little different story. Okay, I have no control over what you do. But what my 9-year-old did, yeah, I did have some control. All right, 5 simple rules. Rule number 1, never buy something you do not want to hold on to long term. If you can't buy it and say, you know what, I don't care what happens. This thing could drop down to 50 cents, I'm not selling. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. It defeats the purpose. Rule number 3, make sure the company is consistently profitable. Now, every single week, at the beginning of the week, we take a look. We take a peek behind the curtain and see how many new companies have they added this week. Well, at this moment in time, we'll actually back up for a second. As of Sunday, we checked, there's 10,934 companies. 10,934 companies. Okay, I'm only looking at the cream of the crop. Now, for me, the cream of the crop might be different than what that means to you. So, what I'm looking at, companies that are consistently profitable, dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, dividend contenders, and anything on Warren Buffett's list. Okay, so the 5 rules. Never buy something you don't understand or you don't want to hold on to. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. Rule 3, make sure the company's consistently profitable. For me, it's 2 decades of profits. That means consistently increasing profits. 1, 5, 7, 9, 11, 15, 18, 21, 27, 29, 30, 40, 40. Higher profits every single year after year after year. For 2 decades, that's 10, 20 years. Okay? Rule number 4, weekly options only. The name of the show is called Dividend Stock Talk. We talk about dividend stocks and investing in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. So weekly cash flow means I got 2 choices. To buy and sell something that trades on a weekly basis, weekly options, or sit in front of my computer staring at this stupid thing all day long. I've done that when I was younger. I just don't do it anymore. Okay, I value my time just a little bit differently nowadays. Rule number 5, make sure all the numbers work. Now, we're going to touch on each one of these rules as the night progresses, but very simple, very easy. And let's get the ball rolling. Okay, we got a couple to take a look at already. AJ Osborne, how you doing today, brother? Nice to see you. Okay, Anthony Lewis, thank you. All right, so first one on the list today was, who came up with it first? NFE. I have no idea what that is. So Metric Sparrow, he's on camera 2. Okay, by the way, I got 9 different cameras rolling. 9 cameras. So if you think I'm ignoring you, I'm not. It just takes me a while to go through all this, the teleprompters. And it takes a while to see all the different questions. So ask the question once. Please be courteous. If you don't have something nice to say, best not to say anything at all. That being said, let's get the ball rolling. First one on the list tonight is NFE. Okay, how many people besides me saying, what the hell is that? I have no idea. NFE. Let's go. NFE. New Fortress Energy. Okay. No. Now, that was pretty quick. Now, the reason I'm saying no is this stock is at $1.15. Now, when I say 2 decades, that's 10, 20 years of profits. Can a stock that has $1.15 really have 2 decades of profits? I don't think so. So why would we waste our time looking at it? Ishmi Amor, you want to take a look at ME? I have no idea what that is. Okay, ME has no options. No, thank you. Okay, remember I said weekly options only? So they actually have to have options. Well, this one doesn't, so no. No. Wecky Y, options or CFD trading? Which is best? Okay, I like options, I do. But CFD, can you enlighten me just a little bit? This elite knowledge, Grandpa, is giving me some brain cell. Okay, Jay Osborne, thank you for that. Not quite sure exactly what you mean by that, but, hey, elite knowledge, Grandpa. Okay, I'm a grandpa. I can't ignore it. All right, Cam, thank you. GD, good evening. Ishmia Moore, okay. Nicholas Hotland, how are you? Robert Miguel wants to take a look at Meta. Okay, let's take a look at Meta. META. All right, there you go. There's Meta. Here's the high of the year, the low of the year, where it was a year ago, where we are now. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down. We're actually dropping at the moment. We're at 622. No, I don't buy stocks over $300 or $400. It just doesn't make sense. Here's your top. Here's your bottom. Okay, what's going on? Now, I don't like Meta, and the reason I don't like Meta, we're going to go jump over and change sites real quick. We're going to go over to Yahoo Finance. Now, you can get your financial information any way you like. I get mine from Yahoo Finance because I've been doing it for a long time, and I've been using this one. So I'm kind of entrenched in this one. All right, Rich, we're going to take a look at Pepsi in a second, okay? Right now, we're going to be looking at Meta and trying to explain why I don't like META. Okay, so we're going to take a look at how consistently have they been increasing their dividends. Okay, here's the problem I'm finding. Okay, February 21st, 2024 was the very first dividend. Okay, well, it was at 50 cents. And last year, 2025, it went to 52 cents. And guess what? They didn't increase this year. So that don't make me happy at all. The same dividend that was last year. No increase at all. So why would I want to do that? Cotton Express. What's happening, brother? JR, what are you doing? A drop in the ocean. Harvard dropout. All righty then. Scarlet Billionaire. Okay, Scarlet, we'll take a look at SMR in a little bit. We already had someone who's ahead of you. Mr. Rich wants to take a look at Pepsi. We'll take a look at Pepsi real quick. All right, what do we have down here? Okay. Eric, contracts for difference. CFD. All right, I'm going to be 100% honest with you, dude. I have no idea what contracts for difference means. Now, I've been trading for over 30 years, but what my trading has been, let's call it streamlined. So I really don't notice what's on the left. I really don't notice what's on the right. I just concentrate on what I'm doing because I personally really don't care about that other stuff because it's not of a concern of mine. A42, greetings. Kerr My Music 911. Okay, what do you think about trading bots? Ooh, I don't trust computers as far as I can throw them. You want to do that, more power to you. I'm old. Really, I got gray hairs to prove it, receding hairlines. I get anything you can imagine old dude having. Well, I have hardly any of those. But not the point. The point is, some things I will do and some things I just won't do. Okay? I don't trust computers. I write shit down in a notebook. Okay? Now, you may be relatively new at this. Now, you're probably thinking, no, not really. No, you're newer than I am. Okay? Now, what do I mean by that? I remember the very first computers. 256K modem dial-up. Where you had to dial in, and we had to pay by the minute to be online. Okay? Back then, back in the 90s, the 80s and 90s, it was $250 per trade. So nowadays, the trades are free for the most part. But when I started, it was $250 per trade. And I seen it go from where it was to where it is. And I seen all the upgrades from all the computers. So yeah, I've been doing this for a long time. And yeah, I had many commuters crash on me, and people say, well, why don't you back it up? I don't want to back up my computer every single day. I'll just write the crap down in a book. No, my grandson came over yesterday, and he was sick, so we had to bring him back home again. So I only get to hang out with him for about an hour or two. Because when he got here, it was like, great, what do you want to do? So I want to lay down, Papa G. So he lays down, falls asleep, wakes up with 101 fever. It's like, all right, got to bring him back home. So I didn't get to hang out with my little buddy. A little sad about that, but when he gets better, maybe he'll come up next week. Okay, WXY. We'll take a look at Tesla in a little bit, okay? Sit tight. So no, I don't like Meta. Meta only has 2 years of dividends. Okay? Just 2. That's it. And this year, they didn't even increase their dividend. So no, I'm not that thrilled with them. All right, what do we have next? JR, how you doing? Harvard dropout, how you? Scarlett, we'll take a look at that in a minute. But right now, Rich was next with Pepsi. Now, Pepsi, if you didn't know, is a dividend king. And if you don't know what a dividend king is, you can look it up online. Okay? Dividend king. Any company that has consistently increased its dividends for 5 decades. That is a half of a century. 10, 20, 30. I'm not done yet. 40. More to come. 50 years. 5 decades. 50 years of increased profits. That's every single year. Higher, 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 higher for 50 years. So when any time a dividend king pops up, for me, it's an automatic hell yeah, because you can't do any better than a dividend king. I don't even think they have a dividend emperor yet. And think about it. What's higher than a king? Have to be an emperor. Dividend emperors. No, they don't have any yet. But anyway, the dividend kings. Pepsi. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down. Not this week. She's just dropping, looking for a new bottom. Now, don't get me wrong. I like Pepsi. I'm going to put Pepsi on my list for next week because today's only Tuesday. So we got 3 days left for this week. Okay? 3 days left for this week. And this thing is dropping. So the new bottom is going to be any day now. Could be tomorrow. It could be the next day. I'm putting Pepsi down for next week. But it's a no for today. All right, questions. All right, good. All righty. Codex, how are you? Travis, Iowa, how are you doing today? Okay, Travis wants to take a look at Mickey D's, MCD, McDonald's. McDonald's is your kind of place. They serve your rattlesnakes, hamburgers. Okay, here's the high, here's the low, here's where it was, here's where it is. Up, down, up, down, up. Okay, what's going on there? 326, 326, 325, 330. Okay, all those numbers look good. Remember I told you Rule 5? Make sure all the numbers work. Julian for life, how are you doing today? So when I say make sure all the numbers work, ready? Here we go. Ready? What am I buying it for? 326, 326, 326, 326. The current price is 326. Okay, fine. If I buy it at 326, sell it 325, I'll pick up 330, which is going to be not quite 1%. So McDonald's is going to be a no. Sorry. Don't get me wrong. I love McDonald's. I do. But not 1%. No, thank you. Okay. Shoots up, pulls back, going back up again. Actually, it's coming back. It's down, up, down, up, down. Okay. No. No Mickey D's today. Sorry. No soup for you. All right. User 329160HEL. What is that? Helio. Got a minor problem with that. We cannot find the symbol. So you need to find the right symbol. User 329160. Hormel, hold tight. Which is good for go short? Okay, I'm not 100% sure what you mean by that. I know what shorting means, but are you looking for something to short? What about CMCSA? Okay, we'll look at Comcast in a little bit. Right now, we're going to be looking at Hormel, HRL. Back to the Dividend Kings again. Hormel, over 100 years old. Dividend King, 5 decades of increased profits. Let's take a gander. The top, the bottom, where was it? Where is it? Sideways, down, up, down, up. Okay, right there. 22.92. The 23s are going for 15. No, that's not 1%. Now, we got 3 days left. So with 3 days, there's a high probability we're not going to get 1%. So let's look at next week, which would be the 27th of March. All right, now what are the 23s going for? 35. That's over 1.5%. That works. And it's a Dividend King. So hell yeah, let's take a look at Hormel. Let's get rid of this. Let's change this from single down to covered stock. So it's called a covered call, buy right. When you buy the stock, you sell the option. It's one of the safest trading strategies there is. So the 23, there it is, there it is. Let's do the 23. Now, for those of you that are new here, never been here before, if you're having issues seeing this screen here behind me is live on YouTube. So you can go to YouTube, The 10-Minute Trader, and then be able to watch it live. Makes it easier to see the numbers, because you probably can't see these little tiny numbers on your phone, your laptop, your iPad, whatever you're watching on. All right, Paul, hold on a second. I'm going to get that question in a little bit. Okay, sit tight right there. All right, we're going to look at one contract. Here's the numbers right here. You ready? Hormel, 27 March. That's not this Friday. That's next Friday. The 23 call option. $48 is the profit. $2,200 is the investment. Let's save this one because it is a Dividend King, and I always love Dividend Kings. Let's check it out. Okay, while we're waiting for that, there it is. Hormel, 27 March. That's next Friday. The 23 call option. 48's the profit. 2,200 is the investment. Whip out your calculators. Let's do some math. Take the profit, 48. Hold on, calculator. Where are you? Whoa, holy cow. There it is. Calculator. $48 per contract is the profit. To find out the rate of return, you have to take the profit and divide it by the investment. Well, the investment is $22.52. Let's try that one more time. Divided by 22.52 comes to the grand total of 2.1%. Now, we all know that 1% a week is over 50% by the end of the year. So what do you think 2% a week is going to be? Come on, you know what it is. It's not that bad if you think about it. 2.1. And the first one for Wednesday, 2 2.1. Wednesday. Next. All righty. Here we go, here we go, here we go, yo, yo. All right, so I like. What are we looking at? Hormel. Ooh, I like me some Hormel. 2.1. Gotta like that one. What do we have next? Cotton Express. Wait a minute. Cotton, you're next. Scarlett is looking at SMR. Let's try this one more time. SMR. Here we go. SMR. Here we go. SMR. The high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Down, up. Down, up, down. We're at 1244. And it looks like it's bouncing right there. So let's zoom into that and see what it looks like. Here's the last 90 days or the last 3 months. The top, bottom, now she is going up. 1244, the 1250 is going for 75. That's 6%. Yeah, 6%. If you like SMR. Well, let's check it out. The last 30 days. Here you go. Last 30 days. 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Now she's shooting up. 1, 2, 3. 3 days to the upside. 1244. The 1250, 75. Yep. Hell yeah. I actually have some SMR. I do. I do now. Yes, I do. Do I own this? You know I do. I do now. One contract. Here we go. Yes, I do. All right, here we go. Buy one covered call, SMR, 27 March. That's next Friday. The 1250 call option for a $75 profit. Only 1,100 investment. Well, that's going to be a hell yes. I can tell that one right from the beginning. Let's check it out. SMR. While we're waiting for that, let's get out that calculator. Clear that. 75 is the investment. We divide it by 1175. Comes to a grand total of 6.3. Hell yeah. 6.3. What are we looking at? There it is. Whoops. SMR, 27 March, next Friday, the 12 and a half. Look at this. It's 1252. The stock at the moment is 1252. We're going to sell at 1250, pick up $75, 1175 for a 6.3%. If, and only if, you like SMR. All right, so while we're waiting for that, let's get this baby set back up again so we can look at something else. Tell me something good. Tell me that you like it. Yeah. Tell me. 6.2. Right there. 6.2. Gotta love it. Love it. All right, what do we have next? Metric Sparrow. We'll take a look at that in a little bit. All right, it's SMR. Cotton Express. I think you ought to look at K-View. Ooh, we'll take a look at K-View. K-V-U-E. Whoops, try it one more time. K-V-U-E. K-View Incorporated. Ooh, nice. Take a look at that. The top, the bottom. Where was it? Where is it? Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. Okay. 1777 to 1750s, 44. Hell yeah. What do you think? Up, down, up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, why? Why couldn't you have showed this to us last night? Friday was one. Monday was another. Today, perfect opportunity right there. Okay. Anyway, let's do it. K-View. I'm going to write K-View down. Okay, K-View. Which one did we just do? SMR. Yeah, SMR 6. Okay. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Okay, what are we doing? The 18s right there. One contract. And here we go. One covered call. K-View. 27 March. 18 call option. Okay. 42 is a profit. 1,700 is the investment. What does that look like? Well, 42 divided by 1758 comes to a grand total of 2.3. What's wrong with 2.3 for 1 week? Now, for those of you who want more than what we're offering here, I can't really help you out because I'm retired, which means I like things slow, predictable, consistent, simple. Simple. I like. I do. Now, what did we say this was? 2.1? 2.3. There you go. K-View. 27 March. It's next Friday. The $18 call option. 42. 1758 for a grand total of, what was it again? 2.3. Okay. All right, while we're waiting for that, let's go take a look at something else. All right, K-View 2.3. Come on. $2.3. All right, next. Cotton, what do you think of that one? JR 8099 wants to take a look at Kohl's. Now, I like Kohl's, I do. Tommy, I see you over there. Altria, we'll take a look at that in a little bit. Kohl's. KSS. It's going to be a no. Okay? Top, bottom. Dropping. Now, don't get me wrong. I have Kohl's. I like Kohl's. But I'm looking for the new bottom right there. So, not this week. Rich, Pepsi. Rich, we looked at Pepsi about 15 minutes ago. Or 20 minutes ago. Okay? Metric Sparrow, FLNC. Florida, North Carolina, huh? No. Okay, so Metric Sparrow, you're relatively new here. The reason I know that, because I don't do monthly options. Okay, March, April, May, August, January. Yeah, those are months of the year. No, and no. Sorry. Paul, what app am I using to analyze for analysis? Okay. That is called a trading platform, and it's called Think or Swim. Okay. Thank you, Oscar's house. Oh, that's all right. It's gone. Alrighty. FLNC is going to be a no. Paul, thank you. Nicholas, SSRM. What is that, Nicholas? SSRM. It's a no is what it is. I don't do monthlies. A monthly option means I can trade it once a month. Now, trading an option once a month means I'm going to get 12 to 24% by the end of the year. Because, I've been doing this for a while, and that's usually what the number comes to. And that doesn't work for me. Laurie, my grandson was sick, so we had to send him back home. So we won't see him for another week or so. Wrangler wants to take a look at Leggett and Platt, LEG. Okay, LEG. March, April, June, September. Those are months of the year. That is a no. Okay, Cotton Express, we already looked at KView. I don't think SSRM has options. Okay, thank you. Andrew, BTC is called Bitcoin. No options, no thank you. Can we review SPY, SPY? Sure, why not? SPY, there you go. Okay, there it is. Here's the bottom, here's the top, now she's coming down. I don't do SPY because it's not consistently profitable. Now, you might be saying, well, it's an ETF. No, I don't do it because it's not consistently giving me more money every year. The profits are not consistently increasing. So, no to SPY. For me, you like it, you do it. I'm just saying no because I don't like it. Julian for life. How are you doing, Julian? Glad to be here. Talent over gimmick. Interesting name. Candace, 171. How are you? Cotton, we already did. KView, Cotton. Enza, how you doing? DJ Flawless, back again. Wrangler, SMR has no dividends. Yes, I'm aware of that, but somebody wanted to take a look at it, so we looked. Nice. You like that one? Cool beans. Thoughts on Leggett and Platt? We just did that one. Jannard wants to take a look at Intel. INTC. It's going to be a no for this week. Here's the top. It's coming down. Look at that. Let's zoom in. I'll show you why. Okay, last 30 days. Here's your top, bottom, up, back down. So it's coming down. So I just don't buy things as they're dropping. I wait for the bottom, then I jump in. You're welcome. Get more Heart Me in your life to enter the Diamonds prize pool. Go to Fantastic Journey to view more details. Okay. DJ Flawless, hello. TR, hello, MO or Altria. You do know that MO is Altria. We're going to take a look at that in a minute. All right, what do we have over here? La, 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 la. All right, we did Mickey D's. Girder Music. Can you explain why it needs options, let alone weekly options? Newbie here. Yep, I can see that. Okay, so Girder Music. Okay. Oh, Pipe, thank you for that. So Girder Music, this is for you. Okay. I'm 62. I'm retired. What I'm looking for specifically, okay, I'm looking for consistency, predictability, profitability, safety. That's what I'm looking for. Now, for those of you that are younger, looking for something a little bit more action, a little bit more, shiny objects or whatever you want to call it, fine. There's nothing wrong with that. There are plenty of other investors out there standing in front of the camera doing the same thing I'm doing, but using a different strategy than I am. Because my strategy is slow, it's boring, but it's also predictable and consistent. And I'm only looking for 1% on a weekly basis. So 1% every week is over 50% per year. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Goblin Power. Okay, never heard that one before, but okay. Randy's in the house. Yep, we got that one. Girder, greetings. Yep, side hustle. Rich, got it. Got it. Good. Travis, we looked at that one. HCL, we looked at that one. Okay, got that one also. So, Girder music. The reasons why dividend stocks is because dividend stocks are predictable. They do the same thing year after year after year. That's what draw me to them. Consistency and predictability. I'm not looking to make a fortune. I'm looking to make 1% every week. I'm looking to keep my nest egg by itself and only spend the interest. Okay, so let's say hypothetically, I have $100,000. Well, 1% every week is $1,000 a week. $4,000 a month, $52,000 a year. Well, great. But I don't want to touch the principal. I only want to spend the interest I collect on a weekly basis. So, yeah, my nest egg grows very, very, very slowly because the interest that I make, that 1% that I make, pays all my bills. TR, let's take a look at Altria, MO. Here you go. It's going to be a no. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It's actually coming down at the moment, so it's not that good of a deal if you think about it. 30 days ago, we're at 63. We jump up to 70. A nice move, over 10%. Drop down to 65. Back up to 68. Now we're coming back down again. Just wait for the bottom to show up. See? Bottom shows up. Bottom shows up. Shoots up. Back down. Here's new bottom. Up. Now it's coming back down. Looking for a new bottom. If you like Altria. Hayes, SoFi. Now, I don't do SoFi because they don't have any dividends, which means they're not sharing their profits. So it's going to be a no only because drop, 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 drop. I don't buy anything as it's dropping. I have a couple of rules. My rules are pretty simple once you get there. But once you come up with your rules, you really got to stick to them. Okay, couple of my rules. I don't buy at the high. Okay, I don't buy at the low. I look for the low. And as it bounces off the low, that's where I jump in. 2 days up, on the third day, I will jump in. Okay? I'm not trying to find the bottom. I'm trying to find the entry. The entry for me, 30-day top, 30-day bottom, 2 days to the upside. On the third day, I'll jump in. See, I want consistency and predictability. At my point, at the point in my life, retired, that's what I'm looking for. Okay? Okay, so you guys here on this page here, okay, don't go away. I'm going to reboot. Anytime it drops down to 40, I reboot. Sorry. 40 is just ridiculous. So we're going to reboot, so don't go anywhere. Let's try it one more time. One more time. If we try. One more time for all the old times. All right, there we go. Rebooting. Mr. Green, thank you. Okay, Hormel, we already did. Leggett and Platt, we already did. Frozen, didn't even know there was such a stock called Frozen. Wait, you're called Papa G too? Absolutely. Okay. FLNC, we already did that one. Nucor, ooh, isn't that NU? NU's Nucor? No. What is Nucor? Yeah, NU. No, that's NU Holdings. Okay, well, let's take a look at that one. Look at this. Up, down, up. Okay, that looks pretty good. The 14s are going for 55. 1450s are going for 29. Either one of those is over 2%. If you like Nucor. NU Studio and NU Holdings. Okay. 30-day top, 30-day bottom. Now she's bouncing. That's what I'm looking for right there. Now, for the fun of it, let's go over to Yahoo Finance and see if this thing has any dividends, because I don't know. NU. Let's find out. NU Holdings. There are no dividends. No, thank you. Sorry. Got carried away. What are we looking at? Nucor. You got to give me the ticker symbol for that one, because I got thrown for a loop there. Okay, we already looked at Altria. Coin Miner. Oh, boy. All right, there we go. CSX. Isn't that... Crap, what is CSX? Is that a railroad company? CSX Corporation. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay. 40, 31 would be the 40-50. It's paying for 60. The 40 is going for 8.90. That's more than 2%. Okay, wait a minute. Yep. Okay, right there. 1.5%. Well, let's find out. Last 30 days. Okay, shoots up, pulls back. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Okay. Let's check this out. CSX. Do they have any dividends? Yes, they do. Holy cow. Okay. 2001, 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, here we go. 2006, 0.7. Okay. 1, 1.3, 1.6, 2, 2.4, 2.4, 2.6, 4, 4.6, 5, 5.3, 6, 6.6, 7.3, 8, 8.6, 9.3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, there you go. 20 years of increased profits. NUE, thank you, Cotton. Okay, so this one got the 20 years. All right. There we go. Let's do this one. Okay, the covered call here. 43. Okay, wait a second. The 40, 50s right there. One contract. Just to get a good idea what we're doing. Here we go. One covered call. CSX. 27 March. That's next Friday. The $40.50 call option. Well, $89 is the profit. $3,900 is the investment. So what's the rate of return? The rate of return. Let's check it out. Okay, calculator. 89 divided by 39.61. 2.2. Why not? 2.2. I like 2.2. That works for me. So this will be number 4. So we're only looking for one more. Hey, 1, 2, 3. One more. CSX. And there you have it. CSX. 27 March. The $40.50 option. $89 is profit. $3,900 is the investment. For, was it 2.2? 2.2, yeah. What's wrong with 2.2? I like 2.2. My goal is 1. This one's given 2. All right, that works. Why does it keep doing that? It's getting worse. It's doing it more often. It's doing it more often. Bothers me. Can you check NSRGY? Okay. NSRGY. I have no idea what the hell that is. NSRGY. Nestle. No options. No thank you. Okay, hold on a second. $2.2. We got one more to go. One more. What do we got? NUE, Cotton Express. Thank you for that. NUE. No. March, April, June, July, August. Yeah, no. I don't do monthlies. They just don't work. Nestle may not have options since it trades off ADR. Okay. Cotton Express, ACI. Albertsons. Okay. Top, bottom, is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. Oh, that looks good. 1783, the 1750s, 35. That's 2% if you like Albertsons. Think about it. Albertsons. It's like a grocery store, like Kroger, Stop and Shop, Piggly Wiggly, AP. Okay, I don't know. Let's check it out, Cotton. 30 days ago. Here you go. Down, up. That was easy. Down, up. There we go. All right, let's get rid of this. And let's do the 1750s. There it is. One contract at 1750. Why not? I mean, do you like Albertsons? Yes or no? One covered call. ACI. 27 March. That's next Friday. The 1750, 29, 1700. What do those numbers look like? Okay. 29 is the profit. 1700 is the investment. Okay, that's 1.7. What's wrong with 1.7? Let's do it. 1.7. Albertsons. Phil, I did my homework. Way to go. Passport Eric. I sold 75 on hood dividends, but nice premium. Nicely going, Eric. Way to go, brother. Okay, what else do we have? Uh-oh. We got a big uh-oh here. Okay, Nucor, Altria, we did. Okay, Coin Miner wants to take a look at JEPQ. Why? Why do you... All right, we'll take a look at it. Here we go. ACI. Albertsons. 27 March. 1750 call option. 29 bucks. 1700. And that is, what was it? 1.7. I like 1.7. 1.7. 1.7. There we go. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 Monday, 5 Tuesday, 5 Wednesday. Woohoo! Done. Let's call it a night. No, actually, I'm here till 11, so let's do some more. What else do we got? What do we got? Let's sit down and answer some questions for a little bit. Oh, my goodness. El Escondido. SanDisk. Okay. Why? SNDK. Well, let's check it out. Okay. SNDK. SanDisk. Hell no. Who came up with this one? Escondido. I don't buy at the high. No, that's the high of the year. Yeah, no thank you. Nope, and no. Okay, just no. No, that's it. All right. Oh, that's what we wanted to do. Phil, your website is not working. Oops. I'll have to get Jacob on that one. Big Yellow Bird, BXSL. BXSL. Blackstone, second lending. Okay. No. Weekly options only. Sorry. Yep. Okay, Phil, I'll have to take a look at that website. Security verification. Verifying that I am human. Okay. Okay, Escondido, we looked at Meta earlier today. No. Uh-oh. No, that's weird. I've had that website for over 20 years. Sit tight for a second. Can you call Jacob or text him and ask him why the 10-minute trader website's not working? All righty. What do we got? Meta, no. Big dividends. Big brain. Oh, no. Let's take a look. ENB. Oh, look at that. Enbridge, up, down, and down today. Okay. 54.05. I'm going to say no. I don't do monthlies. They just don't work for me. Sorry. No, and no. Big Yellow Bird, Pfizer. Who is Jacob? Jacob's my son. He handles my websites nowadays. PFE, Pfizer, PFE. No, I don't buy at the high. Whoops. Okay, check it out. The high right there. PFE, Pfizer. I don't buy at the high. It just doesn't make sense to me. At the BKR, is that Berkshire Hathaway? Sorry, dude. They don't have weeklies. Monthlies only. All right. Coin Miner wants to take a look at JEPQ. Okay. JEPQ. Now, Coin Miner, we're over here on Yahoo Finance. It's a financial website. It tells you everything you need to know about every company that's available in the stock market. Okay, fine. Let's take a look at JP Morgan NASDAQ Equity Premium Income ETF JEPQ. Okay, now I said I want 2 decades of consistent profits. Now, for those of you who can't count, 2 decades is 10, 20 years. 20 years of increased profits is what I'm looking for. So let's check out JEPQ. Okay. June 1st, 2022. This thing's 4 years old. Who came up with this thing? Coin Miner. It's 4 years old. 4. Let's take a look at the numbers. 37, 34, down, 40, 54, 38, down, 68, 54, down, 57, 41, down, 43, down. That's 5 times. 45, 48, 35, down. That's 6. 45, 41, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This thing goes down more than it goes up. No, and hell no. But hold on, it actually gets worse. Let's take a look at the summary for JEPQ. There we go. Come on, summary. There we go. JEPQ. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. All right, hold up. The yield, 10.5. All right, it's not actually that bad. 10.5 for a 4-year-old company. Okay, But this year's total return is 0.17. Okay. I don't like it because it's not consistently profitable for 20 years, 2 decades. No. What else do we have? JEPQ is a monthly dividend. I'm well aware of what JEPQ is. I'm also well aware that JEPQ only 4 years old and it's not consistently profitable. I know that because I've been doing this for a while, and you're not the first one to ask me about that piece of crap. But that's just my opinion. Okay? OD, how many contracts do you buy? I don't buy contracts. I sell them. Okay? I am an option seller. I don't buy options. I sell them. SoFi really blanked me today. Lost 10 grand. Got stopped out at 16. Now, Billy, I honestly don't know what to tell you, Billy. Really don't. I don't use stop losses, number one. Number two, I don't like SoFi. They don't have any dividends, which means they don't share their profits. So it's going to be a no for me right off the top. Now, I'm not 100% sure, Billy, how many times you've been here before. But I have a trading strategy that's boring as hell. Seriously, it's boring as hell. Okay, our goal, well, my goal is 1% on a weekly basis. That's it. 10 minutes a day, 1%. So that's an hour of my time. 1 hour of my time is 1% goal. That's it. So if I have $100,000, 1 hour of my time is $1,000 an hour. That works for me. Okay? Jen Clay, thank you for that. OD, you usually only get one contract or more? No. I'm showing you only one contract because that allows you, because, there's so many people here. Okay, you're on one channel, okay? There's 9 different channels. So I'm live streaming on 9 different channels. So anywhere between 5,000 and 50,000 people will come through these channels every single night. So I use one because everybody can understand one. So if you have 50 grand and you say, all right, well, if one's going to cost me this much, I can get 5. Okay, if you have 500,000, well, if one's going to cost me this much, I can get 73. That's why I do one. Okay, because it's easier for the math. Hey, yeah, we're going to take a look at Halliburton in a minute, all right? Sit tight. Dr. Corey, give me a second. Okay. No. Whoops. Come on. I don't do trading bots. Which is good to go short. I don't do that either. Okay, the big Tova wants to take a look at Comcast. Now, Comcast, if you didn't know, CMCSA, incorporated in 1964. And as of this moment, they have over 60, that's 60 million people giving them a check every single month. Why the hell not? Buy Comcast. I look at Comcast the first of every quarter. If you didn't know, the first of the quarter is in 2 weeks. We get 2 weeks left for the month of March. And then comes the first week of the second quarter. All right, Comcast, here we go. Down, up, down, up, down. No to Comcast this week. If you like it, look, she's bouncing. Here's the 30-day bottom. Shoots up, now she's dropping. If you really like it, wait for the new bottom for it to turn around. If you really like it. CSX, Mike, we already looked at CXX a little earlier today. Ross, how you doing? I'm new here. I'd like to know how your 1% weekly return of investment works. I'm here every single night, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. I have another hour to go. Sit back, relax, enjoy, ask questions. That's about the best you can do here. Okay, user 329160. We'll take a look at Coca-Cola in a second. Okay. Hey, Yazzo, let's take a look at that Halliburton for you, okay? Halliburton. Halliburton. No. Sorry, dude. Way too close to the high. Here's the high here. She dropped. Now she's back. You only got $1.25 left. That's it. Okay, the high's right there. Here's where we are now. That's all you got left to go. Not enough space for me. There are too many other quality companies to jump into this one. Okay, up, down, up, down, up. What's coming next? Down. No. Sorry. Dan, how you doing? John Ward. Thank you for that, John Ward. User 329160 wants to take a look at Coca-Cola. If you did not know, Coca-Cola, 140, 140 years. Coca-Cola, over 140 years old. Okay, they are a dividend king. You know what that means? 5 decades at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years or more of increased profits. That means every single year they make more money, more money, more money, more money, more money, more money. Gotta love it. Okay, here we are. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, let's zoom into that. Last 30 days. Up, down, up. 77.58. So we're looking at the 78s and they're going for 82. Sure, why not? Looks good. So let's give it a try. Wait a minute. We're done. We got our 5. We already got our 5. No more. All right. So what else do we have? Let's take a look at some more of these questions. D. He, thank you for that. You like that one, Haza? Hey, Yazo. Rick Walton, how you doing? Marwan57, how do you know that's not the bottom on Intel? Okay, how do I know this is not the bottom for Intel? Intel's bottom was way here, 1750. She went up, she pulled back, she went up, she pulled back. Okay, the bottom for Intel is way down here, 1750. Shot up, pulled back. No, it's not. Anyway. Night, James. I am an ACI man in the morning. Morning. Okay, there you go. Have a nice day, Cotton Express. Thanks for your participation. What do we have next? Ooh, Pikachu wants to take a look at Ford. Okay, we were watching for this. Remember, we looked at this for the past week or so. Okay, here's the top. We knew this would profit take it. We knew she was going to find the bottom, turn around. Let's zoom into that. Okay, there it is right there. The top, 1480. Dropped down to 1160. Okay, Monday and Tuesday. There's the bottom. Now she's going back up again. So the 12s are going for 23, which is just shy of 2% for Ford. I got to write that one down. Okay, that being said, what's next? Rodigan! It's Rodigan. Rodigan. All right, we looked at Hormel. Side Hustle wants to take a look at Target. Target, TGT. TGT. Interesting. Not quite sure what you're finding so fascinating here. Down, up, down, up, down. Don't look that glamorous this week. No, for this week. Sorry. All right, we already did Hormel. Target, CL, which is Colgate Palmolive. Nice company. Ooh, look at that. That's cool. You ready? Who saw that? Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Up, down, up, down, up. 89.94. We'll look at the 90s. It's going for 125. Okay. So it's a little over one, not quite 1.5%. Okay, user 611-811-808-635. Hey, Social Lily, how are you tonight? David, Hims. Okay, so you want to know how many stocks are below my purchase price? I'll be honest with you. I don't know. Isn't that weird? Seriously, I don't know. Okay? I got 7 different accounts. 7 different accounts. I look at my stocks every single day. What I'm looking for basically is, what did I buy it for? What did I sell against it? Where's it at now? Where does it look like it's going? What should I do next? See, I look at that every day. But here's the thing. I don't let it clutter my mind, because I make the decision when the decision is needed to be made. Which was, what time is it? 10:13, okay? Which was 14 hours ago. So I concentrate on things when they need attention. So when I'm sitting in front of my computer getting ready to trade at 9 a.m. in the morning, I look at all my positions. What did I buy? What did I sell? Where is it at now? Where does it look like it's going? And what should I do next? So as I'm saying, I got 7 different accounts. So I don't keep in my head at all times what my accounts are doing. So if you take a look at 7, that would be close to 50 positions, maybe. So no, I don't know all of them. But I do know one account, every single thing's down 20%. Yes. In one account, every single position is down 20% or more. But don't worry about me. I still bring in over 1% of the market. Okay, so if I got 100,000, ooh, thank you there, Lily. So if there's 100,000 in my account when I first jumped in, that means I want 1,000 every week. That's it. I want $1,000 every week. I don't care if it drops 50%. I still want $1,000 every week. That's basically it. Okay? So if my account has $75,000, I want $750 every week. That's 1%. Not the stock dropped. Do I lower my expectations? No. If the stock drops, I still have the same expectations. David wants to take a look at Hims. Hims it is. Oh, wait a second. We're still looking at Colgate-Palmolive. Look at this. Okay, shoots up, pull back, now there. So let's zoom in a little bit easier. Last 30 days. Okay, 95, jumped up to 99, dropped to 88. Now we got our 3 days. 1, 2, 3, right there. The 90 is paying 1 1/4. That's more than 1%. Hey, Jack, thank you for the reel. All right, so what else do we got? All right. Okay. KMB, Kimberly Clark, KMB. Ooh, another nice one. Check it out. Here's the high, drops, shoots back up. Let's zoom into that one. Okay, 103 to 112. 112 to 98. There's your 3 days. 1, 2, 3. Right there. The 100 is going for 205. That's over 2%. If you like Kimberly Clark. Now remember, Kimberly Clark, KMB, is another dividend king. 5 decades, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years of increased profits. Year after year after year after year. 5 decades. It's always on my list. LRCX at 225, strike 327. Well, Richard, let's check it out. LRCX. Lamb Resch Corporation. Okay. All right. Your bottom, top, back down, back up. The 227s. The 227s go for $8. Holy cow. Nice pick, dude. There we go. 30 days. 230, 255, 195, 226. Look at that. Up, down, up. You get all that space to keep on going. That's a nice pick. John Bohay, PHM. That's Pulte Group. Okay, same thing. Okay, 124, 144, 120, 122. Up, down, up. That's perfect. 280, wait a minute, 122, 285. That's more than 2% also, if you like that company. There is so much I do not understand. Tony, what's happening? Okay, so Tony, see, you understand a lot more than you think you do. It's just looking at, it's like when you look at an elephant, you say, oh, hell no. No, just start. You eat an elephant one bite at a time. Anytime you learn anything, it's one step at a time. One piece of information at a time. David, HIMS. Didn't we just take a look at HIMS? Okay, here's the top, drops, gaps up. We're at 24.98. The 25 is going for 145. That's over 5% if you like HIMS. NVIT. NVIT. What the heck is NVIT? NVIT. All right, I got saved by the bell on this one. No options. Okay, sorry, rule 4. I got 5 rules. Rule 4 is weekly options only. No. Tony, AMDW. What the heck is that? AMDW. Round Hill Weekly Pay ETF. See, you don't pay attention to rules, do you? Okay, I don't do monthlies. Rule number 1, never buy anything you don't understand. So if you understood this, you would not ask me to look at it because this has monthlies and I don't do monthlies. Okay, rule 1, never buy something you don't understand. Okay, you don't understand it, don't buy it. Especially don't have me wasting my time looking at, ooh, GPC. Ding, 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 ding. We got a winner. GPC 7. Okay, who can count with me? 7. That's, I dropped that pen. You ready? 7. You ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. GPC, Genuine Parts Corporation. GPC, Genuine Parts Corporation. You want to talk about a boring as hell company? This thing makes aftermarket auto parts. Spark plugs, dipsticks, air filters, windshield wiper blades, weird, crappy stuff that nobody wants. But 7 decades of consistent increased profits. I don't think there's any, I think there's maybe 1 or 2 companies that have been increasing the profits more so than GPC. But unfortunately, GPC is a monthly and I don't do monthlies. It's a great company, it is. But no, I don't do monthlies. Next. Social Lily. We did Archer earlier today. We did. Ooh, the Federation. American Airlines. Okay, check that out. Here's the top, the bottom. Look at this. Down, up, down, up. She's bouncing off the bottom. Right there. Here's the top, the bottom. Now she's bouncing. Oh, 1086. The 11s is 33. Sorry, 35. That's over 3%. If you like American Airlines. Social Lily, perfectly understandable. Okay. Archer Aviation. I'm not quite sure what it did. Got it? Maybe no options. Got it. Side hustle. Damn, my stream froze. I take it that it wasn't a good time for GPC. Okay, side hustle. Don't get me wrong. GPC is a great company, but they only have monthly options. And I don't do monthly options because the numbers just don't work. For me, anyway. Sorry. All right, what else do we have? Okay. Uh-oh. Bullish shop. Oh, bullish on parade. Kraft Heinz, another Dividend King. Dividend King, here we come. KHC. Ooh, check that out. It's the bottom of the year, shoots up, pulls back, 22.89. The 23s are going for 40. Not quite 2%, but still, Kraft Heinz, over 100 years old. And yes, another Dividend King. I swear you guys are just going to the Dividend Kings list and just popping those out. Last 30 days. Let's take a look. 25, 23, 25, 22, 23. Okay? Down, up, down, up. There's your 3 days. 1, 2, 3. Right there. The 23 is going for 40. Yeah, baby. KHC. I'm going to write that one down. All right, what do we have? All right, let's sit here. Elwood. I like to have what do you call it? All right, don't get comfortable here. We've got a half hour to go. What else do we got? Michael. Don't. Okay. Campbell and MC Wienerfly. Campbell and okay, whatever. Gold. Send with a can and string. All right. Kova offshore show open positions. How about no? Do you know what theta, gamma, delta, and vega are? Yeah, those are the Greeks. Okay? And what do you want to know about the Greeks? And implied volatility. Okay, implied volatility. Wonderful. You know, we can play this game all night long because next you'll be asking me about the Black-Scholes pricing methodology for the standardized options, or maybe the RSI index, or maybe the 30-day SMI over the 20 exponential moving average. There's a lot of things we can talk about back and forth if you want to, I don't want to say that. If you want to have what? Lack of better words, you want to have a pissing contest. Fine, bring it on. What do you got? I've been doing this for over 30 years. There's nothing you can ask me that I don't already know. But here's the thing. I'm giving this information for free, so I got to draw the line somewhere. And the line that I draw in the sand is free, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, 1% per week strategy created for a 9-year-old. You can't get any easier than that. It was created for a 9-year-old. Simple, safe, predictable, and consistent, less than 10 minutes a day. You got to figure out what you want in your life. Fine. You want all that complicated stuff? Have fun. Enjoy it. Don't get me wrong. I used to know all that stuff. And I used to do all that stuff. I don't anymore because I value my time differently now that I'm retired. I had a Chevy Vega. And hi, Ryan, hello. Okay, what are they? Okay. I like it, but I would wheel, not just sell calls. Absolutely. But you know what's interesting? I would like to sit there and watch you try to teach a 9-year-old about the wheel strategy, which means you're going to have to also talk about intrinsic value. You're also going to have to talk about implied volatility. You're also going to have to talk about the Fibonacci sequence, or Fibonacci pullback. There's a lot you got to talk about when it comes to the wheel strategy. It's not as simple as you think it is, and especially for a 9-year-old. Okay? So I appreciate the little pissing contest you got here, but try it with someone else because I'm not really interested. So what else do we have? Are we all done with the questions? Sounds like we are. Okay. It does. It seriously looks like we're done with questions. You guys have no more questions for me? I have no problem whatsoever calling it a day. No? Ooh, Nick, Procter & Gamble. Another Nick, I swear, you're looking at that Dividend Kings list and just giving me one at a time. Yes, Procter & Gamble is a Dividend King. 5 decades or more of increased profits. Here's the top, 175. Here's the bottom, 137. Shoots back up to 167, back down to 150. Now we're moving. Okay, down, up. What's going on there? Let's zoom in a little bit closer to get a better look at that. Do I sell condors? See, you're not quite listening, are you? I give away one trading strategy for free. You want to ask about the free trading strategy I give away for free? Fine. You want to have a pissing contest? That's a different story. Okay? Here we go. Last 30 days. Okay. Last 30 days. Here's the high. Here's the low. Here's where it was. Here's where it is. Look at this. Down, up. Down, up. You can't get any better than that. The low's right there. And here's 2 days to the upside. Friday bottomed out. Monday was higher. Today was higher. We're at 150, 148. The 150s are going for 3, and the 152s are going for 177. Either one's going to do you good. I'd probably do the 150s because it's safer. And I like safety. Simone is in the house. Okay, D. We looked at Coca-Cola a little while ago. Okay, what else you guys got? Julian for life, thank you for that. Well, everybody's gone here. Everybody's gone there. Can you recap your picks for 327 covered call before you finish the stream? Oh, side hustle. You need a computer. All righty. Miss Favoricida. Good. Good. Isn't that good? Yeah. Okay, unfortunately, good is a monthly, which means I can only give a trade once a month, which is 12 times a year. Now, if I'm averaging 1 to 2% with each trade, doing monthlies would net me between 12 and 24% a year, if you're okay with that. Well, I'm not, because I'm looking for 1% every week, and I can't do every week with a monthly because it's a monthly. It only trades once a month. So no, I don't do monthlies. NVIDIA. Oh my goodness. NVIDIA. Hell no. Do you even look at the numbers of what you're buying? Google. Hell no. NVIDIA has a 1 penny dividend. It's got a book value of $6.47. You're paying $180 for a $6 stock. And if they're profitable, they'll give you 1 penny per quarter. Yeah, I just iron Condor on the SPY and QQQ every couple of days. Well, good for you. I don't do either one of those because neither one of them are consistently profitable. Sorry. Take a look at the dividends on the Qs. Take a look at the dividends on the SPY. You will notice they go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. Now, the dividend is a portion of the company's profits or the ETF's profits that they give back to the investors. That's us. And if it goes down, why the hell would I want to buy something that's going down? It's not, no, I don't. Consistency of increased profits. That's what I'm looking for. SPY, no. QQQ, no. It just doesn't work for me. IBM, ooh, I like IBM. IBM. Okay. IBM. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. Look at this. Down, up, down, up, down, up. Where are we now? 256. Okay, the 255s are going for 6. That's nice. And the 257s are going for 465. That's nice. if you like IBM. And it always comes back to that last question. Do I like IBM? It's a yes or a no. WDC. Ooh, WDC. Western Digital. No, I don't ever buy anything at the high of the year. Sorry. Cam, Merck. Gotta love Merck. Okay, top, back up, back down. Okay, let's take a look. 115 to 116, 215. Okay, that works. If you like Merck, let's zoom in, see what it looks like. Last 30, here we go. 122 to 125, down to 114, back up, back down, back up. Okay, if you like it. Okay, Simone, we looked at KHC earlier today. WDC we looked at, Merck we looked at, IBM we looked at, American Airlines we looked at. Jordan, how's it going, Jordan? Nice to see you here, brother. Ooh, look at this. iMac, Circle, okay? CIRC. Okay? No options, no thank you. Think about it. I'm looking for weekly cash flow. I need something that trades on a weekly basis. Options, no. Just no. What about horizontal spreads? See, you like pushing the envelope. You don't seem to have anybody in your life that says no to you. Okay, no, I ain't gonna do it. No options, no thank you. Come on. What is this Bitcoin? I don't do Bitcoin either. You're not even paying attention. User 329160, UPS, the ups dudes. Gotta love the ups dudes. Here's the top, here's the bottom. Check this out. Drop, back up, back down, back up. She's bouncing right there. 97.77, the 98s are going for $2. That's over 2%. And I'm okay with 2% every week, because 2% every week is 100% at the end of the year. And I'm okay with 100% at the end of the year. I don't like complication. I don't like, oh, wait a second. Nick. No. Oh, Realty is a monthly. Okay? Oh, Realty. March, April, June, September, December, January. No, and no. I don't like holding positions. Neither do I. Longest I've ever held anything. I've been investing over 30 years. 30 years. Longest I've ever held anything was 18 months. And that's because they gave me 1 or 2 or 3% every single week for 18 months. I almost tripled my money on that one. That was great. Anyway, we already did UPS. We already did Merck. We already did Coca-Cola. What do we have over here? Nothing over here, you guys? Nothing. TSM, Taiwan Semiconductors. Nice. Check it out. The top, the bottom. Look at this. Down, up. Okay, nice right there. 345. The 347s are going for 8. That's more than 2.5%. That's nice. iMac. That was a nice pick. What else you guys got? You guys can't come up with anything else. I'm going to call it a night. I got no problem calling it early. Holy cow, we are going to call it early. All right, that being said, let's call it a night. We already looked at old Realty. It's already a no. Okay, no new questions. Let's call it a day. We're going to do this all over again tomorrow. Call it early. Thank you there, Mike. Circle, one more time. CIRCL. Can't find that symbol. That's not a good sign. If I can't find that symbol, it's going to mean a no. Thanks for the good info. You got it. Okay, great. We're going to call it a day. Calling it a day. Here we go. And it's a day.
You dream in stars and dive into the deep, fixing the world while the rest of us sleep. Your heart set on giving, no matter the strain. through love and brain.
SMR.
Julie knows that fire in your soul, the kind that lifts the broken heart. James, you reach the skies, no one dares. In your hands, the future's caught unawares. Let's know what the hell were you thinking? You laugh as the yacht keeps the daylight blinking. Every day's a quest, not some disguise. With James in the storm. The dream never dies. Retired, you say, with a wink and a grin. But the podcast is rolling, pulling us in. Your compass is love with your kids.
I'm going to pause this for 1 second because apparently someone is a little clueless on something, okay? So this ought to be fun, okay? Let's do Q, 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 okay? Oh, bonjour. Oh, comment ça va? Bonsoir. Okay, so Kevo, what about Q, 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 and SPY? Really? You want to go there? All right, let's check it out. Okay, Invesco, Q, 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 there we go. What I want to look at, I don't really care about anything. I want to take a look at the dividends. The reason why I want to take a look at the dividends because the dividend is a portion of the company's profit they give back to the investors. If the company's profitable, if QQQ is profitable, they'll give me money. And the more profitable they are, the more money they will give me. Simple math. Let's check it out. You ready? Okay. Dividends only. Okay, I want to take a look at all the dividends. Okay, right there, maximum amount. I want to take a look at 2 decades. 2 decades, 10, 20 years. You ready? Here we go. All the way back to 2006. Here it is, 2006. The very first dividend in 2006. 2.9. 2.6. That's lower. That means they made less money. 2.3. That's lower. 5.4. That's higher. 2.7. That's a 50% drop. 50% drop. And you think that's good? Hold on. It actually gets worse. It really does for you. Okay. 5.4. 2.7 lower. 3.7 higher. 2.6 lower. Hey, let's do this. Okay. There we go, right here. Okay. Right there. 2.9. Lower, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher, lower, lower, higher. Explain to me why you think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times it went down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times it went up. Hold on. It gets worse because that's only 2009. Okay? 8 times it went down. Let's go 2009, 2010, right there. Okay. 51. Higher, higher, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 and 8 is 14. Okay, so it's gone down 14 times. 14 times it's gone down. Hold on, I got more. $14 times it's gone down. Okay, 2013 is 22. 2013, 22. Okay. Higher, 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 lower. Higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, 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 lower. Lower, higher, higher, lower. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Damn it. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 21 times this thing has gone backwards or down. Okay. Wait a minute. It actually gets worse. Sit tight. 2017. We're at 27. 2017, 27. Okay. Higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, lower. Okay, that's what, a 6-6 split? Okay. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 27 times this thing has gone down in the last 20 years. 20. Wait a minute, not done yet. It actually gets worse. It really does. Hold on. So now we're at 2020. 2020 is 42. 2020, 42. Okay. Higher, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, 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 lower, higher. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, hold on. Not done yet. That's March 2024. It's at 57. Okay, March 2024, 57. Higher, lower, higher, lower, lower, higher, higher. Okay, 3 more. 1, 2, 3. 10, 20, 34 times. Now that's just the Qs. Is that right, the Qs? Yeah, the Qs. Okay, so in the last 20 years, okay, the Qs have gone down 10, 20, 34 times. Gone down 34 times. That is nowhere even close to being consistently profitable. Shall we look at the SPY? It's just as bad. Hold on a second. Let's check this out. You ready? The summary. You know what the summary is, right? Okay, let's take a look at the summary. Here we go. Whoops. Okay. Here's the summary. Are you ready? YIELD, the yield, 0.46%. You honestly think something that is down 34 times and has a 0.46 yield for the year, you think that's good? Seriously? You still want a pissing contest? Because I got a lot more to go. Really? What am I? Invisible? Monsieur, Paramount, Sky, Dance, PSK, 113. Got it. Show position, I want to add some. Good for you. What is the dividend now? The dividend now for QQQ, hold on a second. $0.79. 79 cents is the dividend on a 600, how much is this thing? $603. Well, let's find the calculator. All right. So, 79 cents, 0.794. That's the dividend. You're paying $603 for a 79-cent dividend. Let's find out what the rate of return of that is. Divide by 603. 0.001. That's the yield. Okay, the dividend is 79 cents per share. The cost of the shares, $603. That is 1/1000th. 1/1000th. Not 10%, not 1%, not 1/10 of a percent, not 1/100th of a percent, 1/1000th of a percent. That's what the dividend yield is for QQQ. And you really honestly think that's a good thing. Yeah, you know what you can do. Anyway, what else do we have here? Is this guy on a bender or something? Yeah, bonjour, how are you doing? I like daily options. Well, whoopee for you. You want to sit in front of your computer all day? Go ahead. They're keeping all the profits. Then why the hell are you investing in them? I just showed you 5 companies. Okay? Five right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1.7, 2.2, 2.3, 6.2, 2.1. That's just tonight, and that's just for 1 week. Hold on. 2.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 2.4. That was yesterday's list. And Monday, 3.2, 1.3, 1.6, 1.5, and 3. There's 15 right there. Every single one of these is doing better than both SPY and the QQQ combined. Hello, guys. Happy Tuesday. You too. They're keeping the profits. Yeah. So why the hell are you investing in it? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. Anyway, whatever. So what? Bonjour 7412. This guy on a bender or something? Yeah, why not? PSKY. What the hell are we looking at PSKY for? PSKY. Paramount Skydance, $9.23. Here's the top, here's the bottom, dropping like a rock. Why the hell are we looking at this thing? Seriously, the question is, it's at 9.28. Okay, last year we were at 12. We jumped up to 21. Now we're at 9, and it's dropping, dropping, dropping. Why am I looking at it? 13 strike expires April 17th. Why the hell would you want to do that? The 13. $0.08 and has an 8 delta. Okay. Okay, I see the point. It's got an 8. It's 8 cents for each the premium. 8 cents. So if you're going to buy that, it's $8 per contract. Okay, so as the stock increases, it goes up by 8, the delta. It's an 8 delta. So every time the stock goes up $1, you're going to double your money until they change the numbers. So why are we looking at this thing? I don't buy options, I sell them. Okay, this is not something I would do, especially as it's dropping like a rock, because you don't know where the bottom is. You don't know how much further that's going to drop. I don't buy anything until it stops and turns around. Side hustle, how you doing? Thank you for that. Okay, Tony, Walmart, WMT, Wally World. Up, down, up. What's going on there? Did it slow down? It looks like it did. Okay, 30-day high, 30-day bottom, shot up, pulled back. Now she's stopping. Okay, here's bottom here, went up. Now she's coming back. 2 down days in a row. No. Vin LP, how do you make 1% weekly? It's impossible. Hey, 86, how you doing today? All right, Vin LP. I got something for you, Vin LP. Take a look at this, Vin. This is what's called AT&T. We all know who AT&T is. Reach out and touch someone. There you go, AT&T. Now, Vin, are you ready for this? You're listening? Okay, here we go. If I buy tomorrow morning, $27.85. Okay? I buy the stock tomorrow morning, $27.85. I turn around and I sell it to someone else at 27. That's April. We don't want April. We want the 27th of March, which is next Friday. Okay? Listen closely. If $27.85, I sell for $27.50, I can pick up 67 cents. Let's do the math here for a second, okay? Now, $27.85, I sell it for $27.50. I'm losing 35 cents right off the top. I take the 35 cents off of that. That means I'm walking away with 32 cents. Okay? $27.85. $27.50. I'm losing 35 cents. Okay, I take that 35 cents off the 67. That means I'm walking away with 32. Okay? 32 is more than 1% of 27. So here how it goes. Okay? If down, up, here's the top, here's the bottom. It dropped, now it's turning around, going back up again. To the degree in which you think that this is a good deal. I like AT&T. I got no problem whatsoever buying it. If I buy it tomorrow morning, $27.85, I sell it for $27.50. This is how it's going to look. $27.50, there it is. All right, you ready? Here we go, Vin. Buy one covered call T, AT&T 100. That is the weekly. 27 March 26. That means this option expires next Friday. Not this Friday, next Friday. Okay, I'm buying at the current price. I'm selling it at $27.50. My profit is $35 per contract. $35 per contract. One contract is costing me $2,715. Let's get the calculator. Calculator. Anytime you're trying to figure out the rate of return, are you ready? Then you take the profit, $35. And then you divide it by the cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. You ready? Cost of the trade, including commissions and fees. $27.15 divided by $27.15 comes to a grand total of, Ben, are you ready? 1.28%. That's not 1%, that's 1.28 for 1 week. And that's just AT&T. So if the stock is above $27.50 come Friday, I get all my money back. Plus that, and that isn't equal to 1.28% for 1 week. I like it. So this is selling covered calls. Absolutely. But here's the thing, then. I only like companies that are consistently profitable. Okay? Dividend kings, dividend aristocrats, dividend champions, dividend contenders, and anything on Warren Buffett's list. Those 5 lists I just gave you represents 350 of the best companies in the U.S. that have consistently increased their profits every single year. Okay? Uh-oh. What is a dividend now? We already did that one, bonsoir. Is this guy on a gender or something? Okay, whatever. I like daily options. Good for you. They keep all the profits. Yes, they do. Hello, guys. Happy Tuesday. Happy to you, too. I don't invest nor hold. I play the casino maker and sell the option and capitalize on the theta decay. Okay, fine. When it's absolutely peak. Okay, fine. If I sold the put and had to enter, I would sell the call immediately to exit. Okay, fine. I sell spreads for the credit out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you spend a hell of a lot more time in front of your computer than I do. I spend less than 10 minutes a day. When it goes worthless next day, I keep carrying, yep, whatever. That's why they are credit spreads. I know what a credit spread is. I know what a debit spread is. Yep. Do you sell puts to enter? Sometimes yes. Most of the time no. And so, yep. I would never buy a stock without insurance or calls and puts. Okay, good for you. Yes, 1% of 37 is risking blah, 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 blah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get it. I see everything you're saying. Why not sell puts to enter? See, you're trying to change me. Okay, I'm 62, dude. I'm stuck in my ways. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it's working fine, leave it alone. I have no desire whatsoever to put more aggravation into my life. 5 or 10 minutes a day makes me 1% every single week. Then I can go hang out with my 6-year-old grandson. I can go hang out on my boat. I can go watch the grass grow. I have no desire to sit in front of my computer. 5 or 10 minutes, 1% a week, I'm perfectly okay. You don't like it? Hey, it's a you thing. All right, I'm done. Have a great night. So the engine is running like a new Ferrari just selling calls, eh? That's not what I said. Okay, don't put words in my mouth. Number one, I wouldn't take a Ferrari if you gave it to me. Well, maybe if you gave it to me, I'd take it. But for the most part, it's a useless car for me. You want a van, a truck? Fine, works for me. Very good. Thank you for your insight. Thank you. Thank you. Pedro, ¿qué pasa? Okay, sounds good. Paper trade, thank you. All right, so let's get out of here. Have a nice night, everyone. We are done. Done, 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 done. Done, 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 done. Where are we? Right there. And here we go.
Shining seas wide with vision and pride. You dream in stars and dive into the deep, fixing the world while the rest of us sleep. Your heart set on giving, no matter the strain, building your legacy through love and brain. And you